Okay.
This is such a fun way to spend Thursday morning. I am so excited to be here. And as we wait for people to join this, is this the kickoff live stream for 21 Days Connection Experiment? Wow, you guys, we did it! This is so exciting. Yes, I'm Wendy, and I'm thrilled to be participating with this awesome group. And I think today we are going to spend some time, just a few minutes, getting to know the team behind Connections Experiment and find out why are they motivated to do this? Because they're all volunteers, everybody, which is just fantastic. So if you're joining in, let us know. Let us know where you're joining from, if you participated in the first experiment in May, and kind of what you're looking forward to doing. But should we do just a quick introduction and tell us, you guys, where you are joining from, everyone who's on the screen. And we'll start with Katie and then go to Camille and then go to Michelle.
Okay, I'm Katie Wild and I'm from the Boise, Idaho area.
Okay, Idaho, represent. All right, Camille.
I am also from Idaho, but on the other side of the state. I'm over in Shelley, Idaho.
And is that where they have like one stoplight?
What? Sorry.
I'm teasing you about living in a small town.
I know, the small town.
That's awesome. Okay, Michelle, tell us where you're joining from.
Cedar City, Utah.
Cedar City. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Okay, Christine, and then we'll go to Tara Lynn.
Hi, I'm in Huntington Beach, California, which is Southern California.
Jealous. Okay, you're in California. Okay, Tara Lynn, what about you?
I'm in Spanish Fork, Utah. Wish I was in California.
Yeah, good to be. Okay, Quincy.
I am right now in Rexburg, Idaho, but I'm from Arizona.
Okay, so you're like in Rexburg, Idaho, and Quincy's a college student, and you're a freshman, right?
Yes, I am.
What a year to be a freshman! Wow. Okay, Alicia.
I am from North Carolina. I live in a small town just outside of Raleigh.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Gosh, I just want to come visit everybody who lives out of state. Okay, Olivia, tell us where you're joining from.
I'm from Utah, Payson, a little town in, I don't know, just Tara Lynn.
So everyone, let us know if you've participated before and where you're joining from. And I just get the honor of having a conversation with these amazing people who, like I said at the beginning, they're all volunteers. And so what we'd like to do is just kind of talk a little bit about, get some behind the scenes stories. And Camille is, most of these people are like busy with regular lives and they're volunteering. And Camille, I think, has an obligation where she has to leave. So, right? Camille, let's start with you. Why did you participate in the Connections Experiment? Like, what is it about it that draws you in?
I was excited to connect. When Olivia called me and explained her idea to me, I was just so excited to have the opportunity to interact with my family. I have SAD, so it's seasonal depression, and COVID hit right as I was hoping to get out of it. And I was just so worried about not being able to get out of that depression, out of that low. And so when Olivia brought that up, I was so excited. Number one, to have a project to work on to distract myself. And number two, to have a purpose and a reason to connect with other people, especially my family.
I think that is something that is so critical. A couple of things you said is purpose and meaning and connection. And I was just reading, there was a BYU academic study done, and they did this, they looked at centurions, like older population, and they tried to understand what impacted longevity and living, right? Yeah. And more important than, okay, I'm going to tell you guys this because we are all winning. More important than exercise and what you eat and all of these things is social interactions and relationships. Yeah. I have the chart to prove it. So we can just get our crumble cookies and our Diet Cokes, and we
Amen.
are increasing our chances to live long by engaging today and in the experiment. So Camille, thank you for bringing that up. And I think probably a lot of people can relate to that sort of, like you talked about seasonal depression or just the isolation or all of those things. And by participating in this 21 days, you're going to connect to your current family, and then you can connect to your deceased family. You can connect with this lovely, amazing community. Okay, Camille, what's one thing that was unforgettable about the first experiment from your perspective?
It was unforgettable how much work we got done in such a short period of time. We literally put together the May experiment in like 2 weeks. And it was crazy. Like, it was mind-boggling. And then how many people joined? That was incredible. I was touched. I think that's a good word for it. I was touched with how many people joined. They didn't have to, and they decided to do that.
And I think, like you said, connecting is just critical, and that's what that's what the whole experiment is about, right? Is kind of building, sustaining, and maintaining connections. And we'll talk about that. But Camille, like, what is something that you've contributed to the project so people know, like, your area of expertise, if it is?
I was the big part of my project working with this was the plans. I helped put together all of the plans. I finalized them and put them out. So yeah.
Okay, so for people who maybe are new, the whole idea, and it's October 1st, is that there are multiple plans to participate in, and you can choose one or you can make your own. And each day there'll be a recommendation for something to do to participate, to connect. And so can you, before you head off, I don't know how long you have, so.
We're getting close.
Can you just tell us about the plans this month? Because October, it's still the same year, but talk about the plan.
You're good. So we have back in May, one of our popular plans, like it was blown out of the water. Most popular was the family plan, and it was just activities that you could do with your family that helps connect. And we decided to revamp it, to just do a whole new one. So we now have the Family 2.0. And I am so excited for that one. I actually printed that one out and put it on my fridge, and my kids like swamped to it last night. And they were like, tomorrow's game night. And they were, dance off. We could have a dance off. They were so excited. And I was like, I didn't know printing it out would get you excited. And I kept saying like, tomorrow night we could do this. And Nolan, my oldest, was like, no, Mom, tomorrow is game night. And I'm like, okay, I won't budge. It's game night. And so I'm super excited for the family plan.
Okay, so
then,
tell us some of the other plans.
Yes. So then we have the cultural connection plan. And you and one of your guests on your Family Search lives inspired it. But it's all about, in fact, that's the activity today, is to go and watch your live that inspired it. But it's all about homelands and discovering where your story started, where your family story started. And it's just enriching your life through another culture that you haven't lived through before. So I'm really excited for that one, and for people to do that one. Great one for people who are home studying with school and stuff. So, and then we also have the gift of connections. That is 3 gifts that you can get done in the next 21 months for Christmas. So Olivia really helped with that one and broke it all down to bite-sized pieces. And that one I'm really excited about too. Then we also have, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. We have the Gen Z. Quincy's been big on that one. So it's for like the teens and the young adults. It's very tech heavy. And then so I'm really excited for that one and for people to be involved with that. And then we have our build your own. Did I forget one? Someone say yes or no. No, I think we're good. Okay, build your own. You can just build your own. I just gave you a bunch of ideas. A lot of people contributed ideas for you. And then we have a brand new idea generator. So you can just hop on there. It's on the homepage. You hit the surprise me button and a new idea will pop up every time you hit the surprise me button. So we're really excited about that.
Camille, thank you so much. And I loved hearing the description and what your kids are doing. And the other thing that's really fun is within the community, like here on Facebook, people will be sharing. And so as we talk about the connection, so you can see what other families are doing. You can also find out what works and what doesn't work. Because, you know, some of these might fall flat. Some of them won't. Thank you so much. Okay, so I know that we've got. Okay, thanks, Camille.
Yeah.
Lynn, Felicia, and Christine, and I think you guys are new to the group, new to like the behind the scenes group this year, right? And so, why did you decide to participate? What was it about? Because you're volunteers once again, so we can start with Christine, and then we'll go to Felicia, and then Lynn.
Hi, yes. Actually, I got involved in the May project, but right when it was ramping up. So I kind of experienced a huge disconnect in that I was laid off in March due to COVID after 17 years of working for a print shop as a graphic designer. So that was a huge disconnect for me. And so I was trying to figure out how to redefine myself and how to be productive. And I found out about this project and was really excited about it. I love family history and thought, you know, yeah, I could use a little connection. So I offered my services as a graphic designer if there is any way that I could help support this project. And it's just grown from there. And I have just, it's been wonderful. I come from the print world, which is very different than media or social media and video kind of stuff. So it's been a learning curve for me, but I've loved it. And it's been a great experience.
Well, I love that people participated and are now like helping create things. So thank you, Christine. Okay, Felicia, tell us about how, like, why you're participating.
So I am a student at BYU, Idaho. I'm a web design and development major, and I need to complete an internship. And it's always kind of stressed me out because I have a busy life, and it just was stressful. So I'm part of a Facebook group. This opportunity popped up, and within like 2 hours, I had already applied for the internship. And then that night I went to sleep thinking I am a crazy person because life is really busy right now. And then I went to the interview and just felt like I needed to be part of it.
Yeah. And Michelle is saying you guys are all rock stars. I agree, Michelle. They are. Felicia, how awesome. So you are interning and you're volunteering and you're offering whatever amazing skills that you have. So if you guys are participating, watch for these individuals and just like reach out and learn more. And Lynn, I think you're in the middle of the night. Like, what's happening?
It's 3 a.m.
Oh my God. Yes.
I've already seen my husband off to work because he decided to start early this morning. So I'm from Australia. I'm from Brisbane, Australia. I joined the team because I actually did the project, the experiment in May, loved it so much and wanted to contribute somehow. So I joined the team. So this is all new for me. I'm learning how to do so many things. It's amazing.
Well, I know we all love your accent. I know I can speak for absolutely everybody. And I want to say hi to Stephanie, and she is Quincy's mom. So Stephanie, I feel like you need to give some parenting tips to every single parent alive, because how can we all have, I mean, I have 5 kids. And like they're awesome. Quincy is awesome. And Quincy, you participated last year or not last year, but in May, also as like you were behind the scenes as well, right?
Yeah, I helped put together a bunch of different plans and stuff.
Okay, you guys, Quincy, you have to tell us why you decided to participate and who invited you.
Oh my gosh. So my boyfriend called me one day. My boyfriend, and he was like, I've got this awesome friend who's putting together a project, and she asked me to get involved. And I was wondering if you wanted to get involved too. And I said, sure, why not? But I loved it.
That story. I've had you tell it like twice. Live stream. Come on, like who has a boyfriend that says, hey, you want to hang out for 21 days and improve your outlook on life by understanding your family history? Yes. Yes.
I would say no to that.
Where did they come from? This is awesome. Okay, so Stephanie, offer some parenting classes. Give us your tips in the comments. And okay, so Tara Lynn and Michelle and Katie, and I think I'm using the wrong terminology. I say behind the scenes, but you guys are part of the team. You're a team, and this is, you also have a larger team too, but this is your core team. Is that right, Olivia?
Yeah, there's some that like obviously couldn't make it. We just brought in everyone that could. We have, I don't know how many of us are there. I don't count you guys. There's probably like 5 or 6 more people that work quite often on it. So,
and then still another 5 or so that put in.
Oh my gosh.
It takes a lot to put this thing together, surprisingly so.
Okay, I want to hear from Tara Lynn on what is new this year, or not this year, this time around. We've talked about the plans. We talked about the idea generator, but what else are you guys excited about?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of fun things. We really want to share the positivity and the happiness that comes from participating in this. And part of that is sharing online what we're doing. I think all of us can relate to that. We love to hear other people's stories, right? We can connect with each other when we hear our stories. So we've tried to facilitate more opportunities for that. We have a new page on the website where you can make your own meme, which is going to be, right? We love it. We're so excited about it. We'll also be doing challenges, including tomorrow. We're going to have a really fun one where we can see if we're related to each other, right? We all want to see how we're connected. So make sure your family search account is all up to date, and we're going to be jumping on that tomorrow. So just these fun challenges, make your memes, just more ways to reach out and kind of bring some happiness to this online space where there's a lot of craziness going on.
I think
right
that
now.
is wonderful. And Tara Lynn, I just really appreciate the way that you reach out and kind of, I know you're in the influencer space and you facilitate a lot of people that you'll be doing interviews again like you did last time, right? Who are you excited about?
Yes.
I mean, obviously everybody, but
oh, there are so many good ones. Oh my goodness. We have Heather from Orson. Orson Gigi. Yes, we have a Gigi sister talking about family recipes and family traditions. So relatable. We wanted to let you know more about the psychological benefits. So we have Dr. Robin Fivish coming on, and she's going to be talking about one of the studies that this experiment is based on. There's actual research to support everything that we're doing, just like you said at the beginning. There's so many, guys. Help me out.
Well, and people can just follow the page and they'll find out when and where, right? And Tara Lynn does such a fantastic job. I have an opportunity to connect with Olivia, and she just always will say, oh, Felicia, oh, Katie, oh, Bob, Chris, all these people. I'm like, this team is amazing. And for you guys that are watching, and Camille, we know Camille's super excited for Robin. Michelle, tell us a little bit about what you are doing and why are you motivated to participate?
Well, I'm technically over the experiment or the survey experiment experience. There we go. Experience. That part with the survey. But I do a lot of the just tying the bridges and tech back end stuff, and coming up with weird ideas or wild ideas that we can't think we can do, and then we do them. So.
Yeah. Like, make your own meme. I love that. The idea generator. Okay, so sign me up to work with you on anything where we can come up with wild ideas. I love that.
If you want them big and crazy, I can come up with them.
Yes. Let's do it. Okay, Katie, tell me why, like, you know, obviously what you're doing, but why you think it's important for people to kind of share and understand their story.
Well, I think for me, it's always been about the story. I think that when we connect with our ancestors, it's easier for us to get through our daily lives. And I especially felt like during the pandemic and when we started this project in May, for me, I kept going back to the Spanish flu. And I would go to like my grandparents' stories and read how, you know, my family here in Boise, they contracted the Spanish flu. And I would read about how, you know, what they endured and how they endured it. And it gave me a lot of strength and a lot of hope, I think, in that time of uncertainty. And so for me, it's always about that. And so during the connection experiment last time, I think I wanted to share with everyone out there and have them have that same peace and same desire to connect. That's where I just felt, and I loved it. I loved being able to do the experiment and then to be able to share my feelings and what I was learning.
I love that,
myself.
like when you said what you learned, you had people who kind of experienced a similar situation, and that gave you sort of understanding. And I like how learning about your past helps you learn about yourself. I really appreciate that. And Quincy, you have you said something when I was talking to you once, and I just thought it was so awesome. And you described people's response in your family when you started asking them questions about like their story. Will you share that with us?
Yeah. So one time I just asked my grandma about her ring, and she went into this fold-up story of how she met my grandpa, and it was super cute, and they have all these inside romance things. And it's just interesting when you start asking people questions, how excited they get, and you can tell how passionate they are about it, and their face just lights up, and they're willing to tell you anything.
I love that. And so basically what this group is doing is you are giving people a quick and easy doable pathway to engage with their family and the people in their past to make connections. And just like Quincy said, you guys are, it's also an opportunity for you to share your story, those of you who are participating. And as we've heard from people, that is where they have really felt some connection and strength, regardless of where you live, how many stoplights are in your town, Camille, if your neighbors are skyscrapers or, you know, cow fields or whatever, or if you're in Australia or California, we all come together around understanding and sharing our story. And Olivia, I think that's something that your enthusiasm really drew people in. I know it drew me in to participate. And tell us just a little bit about, like, where does that energy and enthusiasm come from? How do we bottle that and get some, guys?
That's a hard question. Where does it come from?
This is how we do it, right?
It comes from you. I hang out with Wendy like via online, and it just gets me excited. No, it's like just listening to these guys. I told Wendy today, I wanted all of these guys to have the opportunity to share with all of you, anyone who watches it live, anyone who watches it later, their story and their why, because that is powerful. And when you get to work with people who have passion and who have, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that I have necessarily like a huge story to share, but I draw so much from each of theirs. And I'm so excited when I talk to participants and to anyone who's had an incredible experience with connecting with their families, either through the project or through something else, but there's so much power in it. And there's so much joy from sharing that with other people and helping them see, oh, I can have this now. I don't have to wait till I'm old to get these awesome benefits in my life. I can do it now, and I can experience this joy and this excitement and this love. Like, honestly, love's at the core of it, right? I like, as each of these ladies has been talking, I just like, my heart is just like I love them. They are such good people, and they give so much to make it so that we can provide this for other people. That's all. It's just a pay it forward. We all love it so much. We love how it makes us feel, and we just want everyone else to feel the same. So it's just, yeah.
Awesome. And like Olivia said, you know, everything that has been poured into this project is to facilitate people connecting, and it comes from a place of love. So share the project with those that you want to participate, you know, invite them to participate, or share the things that you're learning and or discovering. And if you are interested in understanding your genealogy or family history, this is great for you. If you're interested in connecting with your living family and strengthening relationships, this is perfect for you. If you're in a mix of both, or you're on your own and you don't know exactly, maybe you want to tell your own story, right? This is perfect. And the best plan to participate in is the one that speaks to you. And I think commitment wise, you know, yes.
I have to add, if you can't pick one, just pick them all. That's what I did.
Be super.
I'm decision challenged, so I picked them all.
Yes, do them all. Do whatever works. And this website stays open and available, and it's free. So, and there's also something I noticed that's different this year is I have been able to work with a couple of sponsors. Do you want to talk about them at all?
Yeah, I do actually. It was kind of fun because people were talking about trying to get sponsors, and I was like, I'll just keep paying for stuff. You know, it just seemed like a little bit of an overwhelm. But when they started putting together the paperwork, it was beautiful. And I was like, okay, I'll send it. So I have built relationships with some small companies that are just that have our same mission. You know, their goal is to help families connect. And so I have these relationships with these small business owners who are passionate because that's why they created what they had. So I didn't reach out to very many companies. Like, I want to say 6-ish. Like, it was not very many at all. And almost every one of them was like, yes, we want to be part of this. Like, yes, let's do this, because they have the same mission. And so we put together a Perks and Partners page. They're all donating little things to you guys as participants. They contributed some financial support so that we could make a lot more things like the app happen, which hopefully Google and Apple will let us get it in there. We're just waiting on some approvals, but you know, like, they're making it so that we can provide some of these additional resources to you guys.
And run the website, because we got so big we couldn't even handle what we were doing before. It was like we got our sponsors and the site started crashing, and we're like,
but we had the time, so we could make it keep working. And so, you know, it's like everything just kind of comes into place as it needs. And I love all the sponsors, like Shopbox. I could tell you all about all of them. Collectionaire, Narrativa, they all have really, really incredible products, and you'll get to learn about them if you come to our learning opportunities. We have so many new learning opportunities. That's what I'm super excited about. Ways to connect. Tomorrow night we're doing a Let's Connect live. So anyone who watches this now or later, the goal is to bring you guys in, participants in. Let's get to know each other. Let's find out what we're doing, and let's just participate together. So come and join us and come live with us. Let us get to know you on Facebook and YouTube live. It'll be fun.
Yes, join the fun. And as we're getting ready to wrap up, people are asking who are the sponsors, so we'll make sure and give that information. And I think we've hit what's new, and I think we've talked about sort of the motivations behind why you guys are doing this. And I just have to say again, and I have the opportunity to work at Family Search. I get paid, and we sit in awe of the contributions that this team and the extended team and all the people who are helping have put in to create something. And so, you know, from Family Search, we say, congratulations. We're here to sit with you. We want to find out how we're related to you. And it's so exciting. There's been people from Family Search who participated in interviews, and I know you've got some people behind the scenes helping. So we are just cheering you on, and just so much admiration for what you're doing. So as we wrap up, I would love to give each of you you guys are giving me the chance to speak. So I'm here at your party, but we'll just go around, and I just want you to say, like, what it is that you hope people will get out of this, you know, and I think that will answer the question of people asking, why are they doing this with their free time? And we know why, because you guys are awesome and you love people and you want humanity to connect, especially as Tara Lynn talked about, I think in this time of disconnection. So let's start with Katie and then we'll go to Michelle.
So the first thing that came to my mind is I want people to find out who they are. I want them to gain something from their family, either their ancestors or the family that they connect with. I want them to know who they are and gather strength from that.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Oh, yes. We all need to know who we are. And yes, get strength and strength from each other. Okay, Michelle, what about you?
My first thought is that I want people to know that it's a way to take the focus off whatever is wrong, bugging, hurt, pain, overwhelm, whatever, is to be able to funnel it into something positive and see something come back. Just even though people might be past or people might be across the world and you're connecting with them, there's just that oomph of, I don't know, healing power to kind of solve or calm down whatever is boiling or doing that. And so, yeah.
No, I love that. And I love how you said that, because I think we all, you know, in our personal lives and, you know, all have challenges and we all have struggles, and we could probably sit here and share those in a way that would make people feel that they're less alone. And so, Michelle, what you described makes me think of an invitation to participate in a global community where connecting is the priority and everybody is welcome. So I love that. Tara Lynn, talk to us about your experience and what you help people get out of it.
Hey, I really hope that people feel like no guilt, like come as you are and do what you can. There is like no one right way to do family history. I think you mentioned before, do what speaks to you, do what you love. You get credit if you share your favorite memory with your child at bedtime, or if you, you know, have a good conversation in the car. That counts, and you're doing it. You're connecting, you're learning. We really, really want this to be a tool and not like a to-do list or a guilt trip to what you have to do. It's what you get to do. It's how you can strengthen your relationships, and we just want everyone to feel
I love
happy.
That. I can tell you are a queen of Twitter, as you said. You know, do what you can, and you know, like I loved all your concise statements. I really appreciate that. Just come as you are. Come as you are and do what you can. That's what you're asking, you know, and if it's every day, great. If it's once a week, great. But just by participating, you are going to gain a better understanding of yourself. Okay, Quincy, what about you? I'm excited to hear what you're going to say.
What I'm hoping to get for like people to get out of it, especially young adults and teenagers my age, is that family history is something you can do now. And that it can be super fun, especially with all the challenges that we've got. You can make family history current, especially with the Gen Z plan, technology based. And it's better if you start early and start documenting everything now. So then when you're older, you can show all of your family and your friends like what you were a part of and how you basically helped.
Oh my gosh, yes,
history.
Quincy, make history, document it, make history. You are making history. You are history. I love that. Thank you. And let's hear from our newbies. So let's hear from Lynn, who it is 3 a.m. What are you hoping people will gain from their experience?
I'm really hoping that they learn that family history is not another thing to do, that they can make it part of their everyday life. I think I hear that a lot from church leaders, from civic leaders. Oh, I don't have time for family history. And I want them to realize that they do have time for family history. And it can be a 5-minute project. It can be even talking to their grandchildren. I spent the day with my grandchildren yesterday playing paper dolls, dressing up paper dolls. And it was so much fun, just connecting with the girls, trying to keep it away from the baby because she wanted to eat everything. But it was just that little connection. And I want people to realize that, yes, it only takes 5 minutes. And it's connections in past, is connections
Oh,
now
I love
that
that.
are
And
really
like,
important.
like, can you be my grandmother? Like, I would love to do paper dolls with you and hear stories. And I love that. Thank you so much. That was really awesome. And I just think it's like admirable that you're up in the middle of the night. So this is dedication. Felicia, let's go to our intern who has so much to do, but yet she carved out time. What are you hoping people will take away from this? Oh, it's going to be powerful, but you're on mute. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. The first thing I thought of was just as an antidote to worry. Like I have a bad habit of reading the news too much. And earlier this year, I just remember feeling like times like I needed to be with my kids or to hang out with them. And I didn't know it at the time, but the word I was looking for was connection. I needed to connect with people instead of spending all my time reading news that was making me sad. So that's what I hope people would take from it, is that comfort that you can get from connecting with people.
Oh, my gosh, someone should be live tweeting this. Yes, that's like a whole slogan. That's fantastic, Felicia. And I think it's wonderful to think about it as an antidote to some of the challenges, regardless of where you live or what you're experiencing. Everybody has them in their life. And let's just always think about going back to that place of understanding our past as a way to help us, you know, in our present self. Okay, Christine, as another newbie to the team and someone who's experienced a lot of change in 2020, what are you hoping people will experience?
This project has so much light in a world right now that there is a lot of dark and scary things. And I think it's just wonderful that every individual, anyone right now, can gain light from this project. And there's just so many ways to do that. And I hope that they feel that and see that and have an opportunity to experience it.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it seems like just spending time with you, you know, whenever I have a chance to interact with the website and looking at it and the imagery that you work on, it's like a bright light, it's like a little spark, right? And the more that we can get, the more, you know, and the more candles you light, the brighter the room, the brighter the space. And so the more people that share this and participate and have connections, it just helps us all. So thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Olivia, okay, we're at the end of our like kickoff with this awesome team. It was like a pleasure for me to participate with you guys. What do you want everyone to think about as they move forward?
Just enjoy the journey. Just have fun with it. Just enjoy it. And please reach out to us. We like the reason we put all these hours in is for you guys and for that connection. So reach out to us and connect with us more. We love that. That's like our reward. And then the last thing I have to say is all of these women who have worked super hard and the other people who are on the team have really incredible, wonderful, amazing spouses who deserve some credit too, because they pick up a lot when we're all putting our time in to make it happen. So we're thankful for them too.
Yes, and we're thankful for Eric, your amazing spouse. And sometimes I'll be talking to you and he'll silently come in the background and scoop up your 2-year-old and lovingly escort him out. Or he'll be driving and you'll be talking and he's just totally there. It's like, hey, Eric, how's it going?
It's true.
But I feel like I know him. So I love that you guys have supportive partners who are also contributing to this. And like Olivia said, you know, enjoy, spread light, join, and find out how you're related. There's so many fun things coming up. I can't wait to check in with everybody. Yes. But let's get started. Let's get one. Cheers, you guys. Great job.
All right. Thank you so much, Wendy, for hosting for us. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Invite me anytime. I love this.
Okay. Thank you. We'll just wave goodbye until Michelle ends it. I don't know.
Wave goodbye until the